Lots of time on an Elks roster, Nick, and finally, after all that time, you're going to get to suit up in a regular season game. Just tell me what's going through your mind now that the depth chart's out and you know you're going to be taking that first snap.
Just being able to be out there with everybody, and then we've been working so hard as a team and as an offense all camp, taking so many reps and going through so many mistakes and so many great plays. It's just incredible feeling to be able to go out there and know that I'm going to, all things go well, that I'll be able to be out there for the first snap.
Talk about just the relationships that you've made with Kai and Trey and Taylor, and as you're learning this new, sort of a new offense together, I suppose, but coming together as a group, because it seems like that's really been the approach for all of you guys.
Yeah, and knowing that, we can't win in this league with just one quarterback by himself doing everything. It's a marathon of a season. A lot of short yardage stuff involved. Like, we need everybody, and it's all about just getting better as a group and being able to win and be successful as a group. And it's my first time actually being in a quarterback room where I'm the veteran of the group. Because even in Toronto, McLeod is older than me, been in the league too. So it's a different role. But I've just been doing everything I can to make sure everybody's, on the same page and we're all getting better, we're all learning.
What does it look like when you're sort of embracing that role? And do you have guys like Trey and Kai coming to you asking questions? Are you pointing things out to them? What does it look like?
It's them asking me questions, and any questions that I have that I get answers to from the coaches, making sure that I reiterate that to them as well. Because I know if I have a question about something, there's a good chance somebody else in the room does too. And then just watching a lot of film together, going over all of our practice, going all of the mistakes that all of us make and all the good things that we both make, so we all can just learn from each other and learn from each other's reps and the things that we do. And I think it's just been a great experience, from day one of training camp.
I imagine the body's feeling sharp if you're good to go for week one here. How's the mind feeling after missing a little bit of time worth of gathering those reps?
Good. I mean, it was a little bit different day one. It was like, okay, got to get back into the rhythm of the whole thing. I really just, not mentally, because mentally I was still there, still locked in, but just physically, still just making all the throws, being in the pocket and stuff like that. But by day two, it was all just back to normal after missing a few practices last week. So, I'm ready to go as I could be.
What challenges are you expecting out of the BC defense this week?
They have a lot of really good players in their team. A lot of defensive backs. Both their linebackers are really good, really solid, great players last year, and they have a good D-lines. There's a lot of talent all over their football team and on that defense, so it's going to be a challenge. We have a decent idea of what they may do based on preseason and a little bit of last year, but it's with the new hash marks and first game of the season, who knows what they're really going to run. So fortunately, playing Chris Jones' defense all training camp, I think is going to have us prepared for just about anything.
Does it inspire you to see a young Canadian quarterback, across a Nathan Rourke, who seems to be on the precipice of really stepping into stardom in this league? And, you've been around 5 going into 6 years now. I just wonder how that might motivate you, if at all.
I mean, it's fun to play against him and see him for his first time. I know this isn't his first start, but his first time really as the starter of the team. And me and him had a little brief conversation on the field last year after we had played him in BC when I was with Edmonton at the end of the year, and because he started and he did really well in that game. And I was just encouraging him and telling him that I wish success for his career, and I really liked just watching him and the way he was playing and stuff. And I was hoping that we were going to get to have some good battles in the future, and the future came pretty quick.
Well, it starts on his home field tonight, where they expect about 30,000 people in BC Place. Are you excited to play in that sort of hostile territory without much energy around?
It's always fun to play there. Traveling to Vancouver as a city is great, but being able to play in the Dome there and just being in BC, it's always been a really fun place to play. I remember I played one of my preseason games there in my rookie year and being able to do pretty well. So it's always a great place to be. And honestly, you always hope to play at BC at the end of the season because the Dome kind of gives you a break from the winter, but I'll take a summer game there too.
Great stuff, Nick, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.